Hey everyone, this is Mark at the Bitcoin Exchange channel. This microphone has been quiet for a week. I don't like that. I've been very busy taking blockchain classes, trying to get better at what I do. That way I can deliver you guys a finished product. We're doing another sponsored ICO review, OEL Foundation, Open Enterprise Logistics Foundation. Pretty cool project. But I got to be honest with you, I got in over my head very, very quickly. I know when I step up to this microphone, I'm supposed to be the expert, but that's not the case. A lot of times I have to learn so I can throw this out there for you. I'm convinced no one can know everything about everything, and I certainly don't subscribe to the theory that I know everything. I like learning. I enjoy the process. I'm like you. I'm an ICO investor myself. A lot of these projects I like to invest in them. They are fun. I've done well in some areas, not so well in others. So, as always, we do diligence in these things. So, OEL Foundation, the call letters are OPN. And the URL, if you want to jump in, grab a little more information, OEL.Foundation. That doesn't look like a complete address. It is. Okay, OEL.Foundation. Interesting stuff. Okay, so we're going to jump in, take a look at this. We'll start with a little video here, a little 1-minute video. Kind of check it out, let you know the direction we are going.
Whether you're a shipper or a transporter, you face several challenges. Paper-based systems of record keeping leave the door open to proof of delivery disputes, delays in the payment cycle, and offer zero visibility, among other problems. OpenPort has your solution: total trust and transparency for everyone, insured and incentivized. As a multinational digital logistics provider, we deliver supply chain transparency to some of the biggest companies in the world. Our proprietary platform creates direct relationships between shippers and transporters, while our open source blockchain protocol provides an irrefutable record of events, from pickup to delivery, for maximum security, trust, and traceability. With OpenPort's logistics protocol and platform, you'll be able to know exactly what was delivered, when, and by whom, be rewarded for sharing information, and connect the movement of goods with payment for improved cash flow. Make supply chain simple with OpenPort.
Okay, as always, I like to identify an existing problem, because if you're doing an ICO and there's not a problem out there that your company, your coin, your ICO can fix, then there's no need bringing another ICO to the marketplace. Enterprise logistics is a supply chain. It's burdened down by the unreliable, largely manual paper-based product and the paper-based process, resulting lack of transparency, absence of secure, trusted information, creates cash flow delays and payment disputes, and it affects shippers and global international transporters. The situation makes maintaining, I'm having a hard time with that word, liquidity, very difficult in the transport industry. So how do these fine folks fix the existing problem? Through the blockchain. You listen to this channel for more than 10 seconds, you're going to know that I am a fan of the blockchain. I am a certified blockchain advisor, doing advisory positions on multiple blockchain projects. So it's fun stuff. I like blockchain technology. It allows the secure exchange of value and validation of transactions. Is optimal for managing the movement of goods in a secure, traceable manner. With paper records as a de facto standard, I like that word, de facto, it's the standard. The foundation aims to empower the transport industry by moving paper-based and off-ledger digital records onto the blockchain. Through distributed ledger technology, a shipment-related entry becomes immutable, providing an indisputable record of the freight's history linked to a digital agreement, and we all know that is a smart contract. 14 advisors. I had to jump through hoops to find these guys. Once I found them, they were tucked away in a pretty cool place. I'll show you that in a minute. but I almost had to step up to the microphone to tell you that I can't find how many, or not even advisors. Let me rephrase that. I got that in the wrong column. These are team members. I never did find the advisors, and I'm sure they have them. I just haven't found them. So I had to jump through hoops to find the team members. They're there. They're at a pretty cool place. Again, I'll show you that, but there are 14 of these. I jumped on over to their Telegram. They have 2,680 followers, and Twitter is 45. So that tells me one of two things, and I believe I've identified which one. Number one is this company's barely off the ground. They're just putting the word out. Advertising has not kicked in, or it is a project that is not of interest to hardly anyone. And I believe it is situation A. I believe that it's just getting started, very early stage on. This is a huge market size. Transportation, as we all know, planes, trains, railways, airwaves, cars, trucks. I mean, the stuff is transported every day through every means. And as you can imagine, it creates a logistical nightmare when you try to track all of this with paper ledgers, as what has been done so far. The footsteps go back to Q2 18, not very far. Again, that's as far back as I could find. So I'm going to operate under the assumption that they are very new, bringing this together in an ICO form. ERC20 token, obviously that's Ethereum based. There is 100 million tokens that will be available. Tokens to be sold up front initially is $5 million US. Pre-sale minimum purchase $200 to $25,000 US. Crowdsdale, that's going to go from $10,000 to $1 million. Cost per token 0.5 USD, that's 50 cents. Ethereum based. The soft cap $4.5 million. Again, that's US, and the hard cap is $15 million. So let's just jump around here, take a quick peek. The OEL Enterprise, low cost, data confidentiality, reward data sharing, and the open collaborative governance. A little tough jumping in and learning the scope of the project. It took me a while to see what they were even trying to do, but I got it down. They're logistical, and they're trying to get rid of all the paperwork that is involved in the transportation process and put it on the blockchain. I think that is very good. Here's the Alliance and the partners. You can go through these when you get time, and it's as mentioned in Bitcoin Exchange Guide and 2 or 3 others for across there. Initially, these are the only guys I could find on the team, which was only a couple of them, but I kept digging and I found the entire team, I believe. So let's jump on over there. We're going to take a look at that, at the team. Okay, there's the white paper. We'll look at it last. Okay, leadership. There's the founding members, board of directors. Okay, here's the team. Now they're kind of tucked away in a cool little place. I looked at LinkedIn as I always, and if you hit on the plus button here, you're actually going to jump in. And there is the LinkedIn. Max Ward, founder, open port, so it's there. 500 plus connections. Always like seeing a lot of connections to know that these are real people and not some fake LinkedIn. This guy is a fan of black and white. Pretty cool LinkedIn. It's all hot. Good deal. 17 years in Asia. Again, 500 connections. It's important to know that the company, the ICO that they're trying to create, that it's in their bio, what they're doing. That kind of brings a little stability to the project to know that they are actually who they say they are, and these guys are exactly that. Well-balanced team. Jump on here, do another LinkedIn or so. Every single one of them does not have LinkedIn, but every single one of them that did worked. This guy is emerging markets CEO leadership. Again, a lot of connections. So their social media plays out. Their followers are a little weak in my opinion. So due diligence when you jump in if you want to invest in this particular project with only 45 Twitter followers and under 3,000 on Telegram. They also have a Facebook page that's fully operational. So there's your team members. They're all there. I did not see the advisors. I'm assuming they probably have them. Here's their partners. You can go through them again when you have time. We'll jump in real quick, and we generally don't spend a lot of time on the white paper. The last thing I want to do as an ICO reviewer, YouTube influencer, is sit down and read the boring white paper to you. You can do that on your own time. It's not hyperlinked. You guys know that I'm a fan of that. Everywhere you touch, if you want to jump down into this thing's 54 pages long, so you're just going to have to scroll through 54 pages long. That's one thing I don't like. It's not a prerequisite for us to recommend that you take a look at the particular project, but it does help, and they do not have that, and that's okay. Introduction, you guys can read through this when you get time. A couple of things in here I want to jump out and show you. Foundation recognized most deliveries to distributors, retailers, and emerging market are negatively impacted, delayed, disputed, short paid, not settled because of problems related to the paper process. Folks, I can relate to that. I hate paperwork. I hate contracts. My desk sometimes, my wife just says, you're going to have to go in and clean your office. I can't even get in the place because of all the paperwork. I love blockchain technology. If it hasn't done anything for us, it at least has done that. It's got rid of some paperwork. These guys are, I see where they're going. I think it's a great project, certainly worthy of looking at it. There's some growth constraints. You can get into the gross domestic product on road transport, emerging markets. Interesting stuff. I read through most of this, quite entailed. I don't even desire to be an expert in what they're doing. I just wanted to give an educated analysis on it. The industry so much is ready for what they're doing. No question about that. I'm scrolling down because there's something in here that caught my eye a while ago. Let's see if I can find it. There's the problems. We talked about that a little bit. And manual process, physical records. It's just terrible to have to actually have a bonded driver on payroll everywhere you go. And this kind of cuts through all of that because you can go straight to the blockchain and encrypt the files if you have to. Liquidity and cash flow is important to everyone. Let me see if I can find, there's a percentage of money that's lost in the industry. Hopefully we can find that before we finish, which is not far away at all. Neat little project. I like what they're doing. Open port, May of 18 they started. There's the OEL Foundation Alliance. Okay, there's three kinds of membership. General members have access to the information produced by the foundation. The premium members, they have quarterly access to the development team, along with access to software development kits, SDKs. We've talked about that before. And there's the Enterprise Council member level that you can go in with that as well. Track record, here's their track record. I read through that. It's fairly impressive. And of course, the technology, architecture of what's bringing them to do what they do. Here's the platform. Okay, this is not jumping out at me, so I'm going to try to wing it. Basically, there's a percentage, and I want to say it's 5% that's totally lost because of paperwork found. You know what? It's not 5%. I believe it's 1%. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's 1%. That's totally lost just because of incompetence or losing paperwork. Here, that's not a factor because the paperwork basically goes straight to the blockchain. So, hey, what if you could add 1% previously lost money, add it into your bottom line? That's 1% that you can take home and feed your family. Pretty cool. Introduction, token sales, token rules. It's all right here. Neat little project. I think this is worthy of you taking a look at it. Again, this is the OEL Foundation, and you can go through each of these as a tab. I found a lot of information in there. There's phase 1, phase 2. See, they don't even have announcement dates. This one is obviously in 2019, so this is a very new project. I am assuming that we are going to probably do more information out on this project in the near future because there's just not a whole lot here. Token generation event, we're there. Alliance and partners, we discussed that as mentioned. So all of these are kind of hyperlinked. I like that. OEL Foundation, folks. Neat little project, trying to eliminate paperwork, trying to remove some of this paperwork to the blockchain. I think this is a great opportunity to jump in here and take a look at an up and coming ICO. So as always, always, always do your diligence when you invest in these kind of ICOs. I like ICOs, I like blockchain, but obviously you can't invest in every one of them that comes along. You know, quite frankly, some of them are pump and dumps. Generally speaking, by the time they hit this channel and this desk, they have been vetted at least twice by 2 teams. So we have a better opportunity just by the fact we're talking about this particular ICO, that it has been double vetted, and you have more success of moving forward. But don't let our research sway you one way or the other. Do your own research, do your own diligence. It is your money. Act like it. And as always, I warn you of that every single time. Do your own diligence. Hey, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Our subscription rate is, we're almost up 25% subscribers since we made the change on the channel, a little over 16,000. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like it if you like it. If you don't like it, just kind of keep that to yourself if you don't mind. And I'm only picking about that. We like doing what we're doing. Hopefully we are helping you bring ICOs to the marketplace, bring awareness of what's coming around. There's a bunch of ICOs getting ready to hit the table, some good, some bad. We will help you differentiate between the two. Bitcoin Exchange, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening. If you're listening on YouTube and you're not a subscriber, hopefully we will sway you into becoming a subscriber on our page. We very much appreciate that. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever in the world you're listening from. And as always, we will see you in the future.